even though I am not a scientist, I try and approach everything on a very evidential level. Why am I seeing this? What is happening? Why do certain people come to me? And there are patterns. There are absolutely patterns with abusive relationships, and it goes on to the pets, but they don't know. In fact, I was talking to a gentleman yesterday who, as a child, his aunt would just take pets of his and adopt them out. And I've heard that story so many times. People come to me as adults. What happened to my Fluffy at 6 years old? And that's abusive. That's
My
that's
mom's my mom's boyfriend did that. I was at school one day. He was a terrible, terrible, like violent man, like very violent man. And just he loved terrorizing me. It's what gave him oxygen. So I was at school one day and I had two dogs and I came back and they were gone. Just gone. And I was like, where are my dog? Oh, he did it to my horses too. And like so I would just show up and my pets would be gone. And for a kid, that is devastating, especially for me. I didn't have a lot of friends, so, like, that's where I had love was with my animals, so, yeah, my dogs were gone, and then next it was my horses, and I'm just like, "What is happening, and why is everyone acting like this is normal? This is not normal." Yeah, so I've been on the
I'm
end of
so
that.
sorry. Did you ever find out what happened?
No, my mom's just said that they gave him to quote, "loving homes." Like, how do you
Well,
know?
you know where I'm at if you ever want to connect and find out. I mean, I've gone so far, and this was hard, but I had a client that was from Korea, from Korea. I'm trying to remember the country, and her mom had given her dog to the meat trade,
Oh, no,
and
that's
this was
so awful.
like 50 years ago. This was not
Oh.
now. It was, but she always wanted to know, and it was such a heartbreaking call, but at the same time it was beautiful because this dog had still been around her and was identifying, had actually connected with her son, had been around her son growing up, and he was just, able to, again, with proof, say certain things that had happened over the years, that there
Mm.
was no way that he wasn't with her. And so it was so heartbreaking and tragic, but it was healing. um, and I'm willing to go there. I those are always the hardest clients or cases, I would say, but this is what I think is going to take. It's going to take for people to, and not like my clients per se, but people to understand that not only do pets and animals have thoughts and feelings, but they have memories.
Mm.
And again, something we need to address. I even talk to the wildlife. I don't ever assume that a living thing has no thought. I
Mm.
never assume. I mean, I've talked to spiders, I've talked to snakes. I never ever assume, and I try to be as gentle as I can. My daughter, knowing all of this, my daughter had a cricket. Unfortunately, had a demise this summer, but she was so ashamed. She had accidentally stepped on it, and she was so ashamed she couldn't tell me for like 2 days.
Mhm.
But it was beautiful, and then she gave it a send off. Like, apparently she had told my love and my best friend, and he had told her to give it a send off, and so she apologized to it. And and again, and if your kids do that, use it as a teaching tool. Now, I'm not saying you have to give a funeral procession to an ant, but if you step on an animal, say sorry. Say,
Mhm.
I'm so sorry, I hope you're safe, whatever, just say sorry.